Alright guys, so this is a little series that I was thinking about doing. Basically, we're just going to watch back a full playthrough of my entire match here on ranked. I'm in bronze, or not bronze, but copper 4.
Hello.
And I'm just going to analyze all of my matches. This will not only help me, but it'll help others who are having trouble. I'm going to go through my mindset, my process of doing things, my steps to attacking, and tips along the way, and hopefully I can get better, and if anybody else is watching, they can improve as well. Hopefully my tips will help you out. But anyway, let's get into it. It's consulate secure area, which means there's going to be one objective. I'm going to go ahead and go with Ash. She's my favorite attacking operator at the moment.
Find the biohazard.
So the first thing that I like to do when it comes to this preparation phase, the drone phase for attack, is sort of let my teammates find the objective first. Most of the time they do happen to just run into it, and as you can see, one of my teammates did find it in garage. So I just like to set up my drone in a choke point that I think defenders might be roaming around in, especially this room on Visa office. A lot of defenders like to stay here and just watch for the spawn point or try to spawn peek. That way I'm going to put my drone into a not quite hidden but not so obvious position so that I can peek this hallway and make sure before breaching that I'm not going to get surprise attacked.
Biohazard container located. Proceed to its location.
Of course, take out the cameras, make sure to learn the camera positions. That's always something you need to do. Unfortunately, one of my teammates did get spawn peeked from the main entrance.
Yeah.
I try to see if he's peeking a little bit more, but he does not. He falls back. And unfortunately, we got one teammate down already.
Special charge. Stay clear.
So I'm making my way over to the other side of the building here. My teammate, Thermite, is going to breach the garage. I'm going to let him do his own thing for now. And I'm making my way over to the Visa spawn. Another one of my teammates goes down to the Jaeger, who is lurking around. I check my drone one more time, and I'm breaching through here. So I know this room is completely empty, so I'm just going to sprint through here. But just in case, check all the spots where they might be hiding, where my drone might not have found them. And as you can see, another teammate has gone down to a lurker. So it's a 2v5, difficult situation. I'm going to sit here on the top of the stairs and see if anybody peeks. Because I know the objective is in garage, so they could be anywhere. I see that nobody's in the kitchen, and I'm just going to sprint down there, hoping that no one catches me across the hallway. They don't. I hear someone running in garage. So I'm going to keep my crosshair on this area. Check behind me to make sure nobody's flanking. Jaeger goes down, which is good. I get Ella out of position. Now they know I'm here. So I'm just going to sit here and wait for them. I hear the hatch break behind me and Pulse is trying to flank.
Got Pulse.
So he made a lot of noise breaking that hatch, and that was a very easy kill for me. So now we're down to a 2v2 situation. Still making sure nobody's flanking. Now I gotta check the positions. I see the Echo drone. Shoot it immediately. I see him peeking. And I get Echo. All too easy. All three of them just fell right into my position. So now there's only one guy left, and I just have to pinpoint his location in the garage. And he's gonna be behind that riot shield right there.
Behind the riot shield, southeast corner.
And luckily my teammate is able to get him.
5 seconds remaining.
Nice, dude.
Nice.
So we're able to get that 2v5 clutch. So a good beginning round there. But yeah, what I have noticed in these lower ranks is they really do like to push an enemy when they know they're in a certain room. And that really helped for me. I've really noticed that utilizing your drones and just staying in a certain location and waiting for them to come to you is a very viable tactic. So I was thinking about going Vigil. Vigil I've been using a lot recently, but I'm going to go with Ela just because I really kind of want to win this. I know her gun is really good. I've used Ela before, so very good roamer. Can also anchor as well. So we're going on to Archives, which is going to be directly across from the garage downstairs.
I think I can get two of them, two of the hatches.
We need to protect the biohazard.
And as a roamer, one of my primary objectives in the preparation phase on defense is to get all the hatches. So Castle's going to get that one right there. I'm going to get the one in bathroom. Now, I believe I forgot to get the one in main lobby, if I'm not mistaken. So that could have been a crucial mistake. But I don't think it
10 seconds left.
really did anything major.
5 seconds and counting. Op 4 has failed to find the biohazard container.
So now, the attackers are coming in.
They're coming through Visa office.
I thought that was the attacker, but I'm pretty sure it was just one of my teammates.
Or maybe that was someone else. Maybe that's my teammate.
Calibrating air compression.
So I sit here, watching Visa office and main lobby at the same time, just listening.
Reloading.
Now what I have noticed is I haven't put any of my Ela traps down yet. You want to kind of put them in, you want to kind of use Ela traps as like markers for where enemy locations are. So when a concussion mine goes off, you'll know exactly where that enemy is. I see that Twitch drone in Visa office, and I'm hoping I can catch Twitch off guard. 2 of our teammates go down, so now we're severely down. I decided to run back to objective because we only really have 1 or 2 anchors there now.
4 has spotted the biohazard container.
I hear him in kitchen.
One's in kitchen.
Right now I'm just listening. I know there's another one in kitchen. Looks like he's run away though, probably back into garage. There's 2 giant holes in kitchen now, so I'm kind of exposed here.
One's in garage.
And I do hear him stomping around in garage. So right there I heard him drop off the ledge or the platform on garage. So I assume he's right behind the van in garage. So I'm going to hop out there and try and get him. And I do manage to take him out. So now I know garage is clear. For now. There's a Twitch and 2 other enemies left. I'm still in a pretty exposable position. There goes my mine. I just go absolutely blind and run right by Twitch. I don't know what I was looking at. I guess I was looking at the hole that I put my Grismot mine next to, but I literally ran right by her, and I feel so stupid.
Nice.
So now it's all down to my teammates. Visual manages to down one of them.
The biohazard container. Intervene immediately. 1 friendly remaining. Prevent further action. Stop the
And luckily, Visual clutches up with the hipfire shotgun.
Stop standing. Op 4 eliminated. Mission success.
So we're up 2-0. Looking pretty good. Here's where everything starts falling apart. We're up 2-0. We're feeling pretty good. And then the Jaeger on the other team starts to take over. I believe he ends the game with, I think, 14 or 15 kills and like 3 or 4 deaths. And my teammates got picked off by him several times. I know he was upstairs most of the time, but I'll just let it play out so you guys can listen to what's happening. So yeah, big mistake from that round, being blind. I missed the Twitch just so obviously in kitchen.
Find the biohazard container location.
So if there's one thing we can take away from that round, just the enemy can be anywhere. You just have to open your eyes. So once again, back in the droning
I
phase.
think it's archives.
It's either upstairs or downstairs. I can hear them very clearly reinforcing. Turns out it's not archives, and I believe it's the office right above garage, or V's office, I think.
Oh, really?
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds.
So at this point, I don't really have a very advantageous place for my drone to go.
Biohazard container location unknown. Find the biohazard.
I'm gonna try to put it in a better position right now. So I did see visual is going to be on the exit stairs. That's not really bothering me that much though.
The biohazard container has been located.
Sort of using this Monty as bait. See if we can get some defenders caught off guard.
We can push forward.
One in the kitchen.
I do manage to find Vigil in the kitchen,
Got him.
so that's a good opening pick.
Follow me. We have this.
Here's where the issue came. We decided to all push the same entrance to the objective room. And it was all too easy for the enemy. They just waited for us to come in one by one and take us out. And you'll see here in just a second.
Loading new mag.
So here I'm just watching the flank because I know all of my teammates are looking in the east direction where the objective is, just making sure nobody gets caught off by like a Caveira or something. Again, watching the stairs for a lurker. I see gunshots firing from the right side and I try to get him caught off guard, but I don't get anything except for an ADS. So I hear the cell phone to the right of me, but I don't turn around. And
He's
that
in
was
the room
my
right in front of
mistake.
objective.
So Mira's cell phone was going off. I heard it to the right of me, but I was too scared that someone would peek the door. So I didn't turn to the right, and that was my fatal mistake.
We have been eliminated.
But again, as you can see, we all pushed the same exact 2 doors and just got melted. So the enemy gets around. Still not really worrying about it too much. They got around. We can, you know, obviously do better this round. I'm going to stick with Ella just because I did well with her last time. Just made a little minor mistake. Plus, it seems like my teammate is very prominent on playing Vigil every round, so I'll let him have it. Yeah, little funny thing. The guy that I'm playing against, I've played against him
I
multiple
played
times.
against this guy before.
Secure the room.
I played against him multiple times.
Biohazard container.
That's pretty funny.
What? I played against him multiple times while he was doing his placements and destroyed him pretty much every game. So he got me back with that little mirror peek in the wall. So good for him. One thing that I do realize later in the preparation phase, there's armor. Pay attention to your team chemistry or your team comp, because a rook is very valuable. You don't want to go into a round without armor. So I should have been aware that there was a rook on my team before the round even started. So I'm gonna head into archives. I don't really want to go upstairs to lurk. I could if I wanted to, but I don't want to risk getting picked off and not being able to protect the objective. Because the job of a lurker or a roamer is not to be getting kills all the time, but just to make the enemy worry about their flank and make sure they have to clear my room before they even try to go into objective.
Nice shot, dude.
So Vigil does get an early pick, which is very nice. However,
Don't play too aggressive if we got the 5v4 advantage.
as soon as I say this, a few seconds later, Vigil does get picked off.
Reloading!
He goes down to Zofia. I believe that's
Exit
Zofia.
stairs door.
Maybe it's Capital. I can't remember.
I'm just guessing. That's just a guess.
But Vigil had an issue every round where he would get picked very early in the game. I see that my mine is triggered, which means it's going to be wherever I place the mine, which is in the kitchen. Now here's the mistake I made. Right here, I'm feeling comfortable that he won't peek me.
One's coming kitchen right now.
I do get a few shots on him. Throw a terrible nade. Doesn't hit.
Hey, Mom.
Prevent further access to the biohazard container.
Okay.
So now they know my location. I see another teammate's died and another teammate. So I'm the only one left, and I'm outside of the objective. I try to run in, catch Habana off guard. Doesn't work.
All friendlies were eliminated.
So,
Failure.
big takeaway from that round. Be aware of how many teammates are alive. It was down to like 1 or 2 teammates in the objective, and I should have run back to the objective instead of lurking around in archives. And ultimately, I couldn't get in. They locked me out. So that would be
Let's
another
try not
loss.
to push through one area altogether, because they kind of knew we were all coming the same direction.
So I point out the mistakes we made in the last attacking round, and hopefully we can correct that.
Find the biohazard container location.
So same technique as always.
Nicely done.
My teammate finds the objective. I'm gonna set up my drone in a not quite hidden but not so obvious place so I can peek them before they even see me. Now I see they have a Caveira this round. This is important because I don't think the rest of my teammates
10
realize
seconds to
this.
insertion. 5 seconds to insertion.
Jaeger's going upstairs
Biohazard
above the beast
container and
office.
secure it.
So be aware of that.
Well, unfortunately, They were not aware of it. And they go down. So another spawn peek, another 4v5 situation. I'm gonna make my way back to the Visa office entrance because still nobody's defending that side. Jaeger gets another pick. Once again, same guy.
Drones up and running.
And then another teammate goes down. That one's to Caveira. And so before I even get in the building,
Friendly last
it is a
operator.
1v5. So at this point, I'm just hoping that the defenders get aggressive and try to push me before I push near them, which usually happens most of the time, but this time the defenders were very stern and mature. They didn't move from their positions, and I really had no chance. I luckily managed to catch a Vigil trying to flank me. I'm trying to locate Echo after seeing his drone, but unfortunately he does not show up. So that gunfire gave away my position. I hear footsteps along that red corridor right there, and he's either in the kitchen or to the left side. But unfortunately,
Been eliminated.
he was on the left side, and I got a little too aggressive, a little too early. But once again, 1v5, not much I can really do there. And so now I'm starting to worry. We've just lost 3 rounds in a row, and we got to clutch up. So as you can
Come on,
see,
guys, we got this.
my rounds have slowly gotten worse. I've gotten less kills per round.
Let's play conservative, make them come to us.
Everything's sort of going downhill. But I still have confidence that we can get this next round.
Secure the room. We need to protect the biohazard container.
Once again, I'm planning on getting all the hatches, as we are in garage once more.
Op 4 drone located the biohazard container.
Wow, reinforced!
But my teammates already got the hatches, so I just had to go back down, reinforce kitchen, reinforce garage.
Coming.
5 seconds and counting.
And I'm hurriedly trying to place my Grismot mines
Protect the
down.
biohazard container at all costs.
Activated device.
I was here.
And I see that we have mostly roamers on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and anchor.
Stairs.
2 nades are going to come down the stairs here, so I know he's coming from that direction. Not in the greatest position right now. So I don't want to risk anything. I see the drone and the Dokebi phone go off, so I'm not staying in that area. They most likely know I'm in that corner. Now I'm not sure where this drone was.
Exit stairs.
I hear the mine go off. Obviously, I only place my mines near the stairs, so I know that's where they're coming from. The drone keeps spotting me. I have no idea where the drone is. So at this point, I'm really just hoping that they either run into the kitchen and make a mistake where they get a little too aggressive because they know where I am. However, once again, the opponent remains very mature. Very composed.
Swapping mag.
So I know someone's coming from kitchen. I heard him from behind, so I decide to get out of kitchen because they're going to flank me from behind.
Spiral stairs. Basement.
I see his gun poke out for just a second, but my angle is not very favorable, so I decide to just retreat.
Yeah, watch out, bandit.
And so now, because of my decision to leave the kitchen, they have an open area. They have an open line using thermite, or Hibana, I think it's Hibana, into the kitchen reinforcements. And my mistake, deciding to
Kitchen.
stand up. I don't know what I was thinking there. I think I tried to get away. In reality, I probably should have crawled around the van instead of standing up because Ash was just waiting for me.
Down to 15 seconds. 10 seconds to go.
But Caveira gets a clutch interrogation on Sledge here.
One op 4
Mute's able to take out Ash, and now we know exactly where Dokevi's coming from.
Op 4 is securing the biohazard container. Intervene immediately. Prevent further access to the biohazard container.
Nice, dude. Good
Op
job.
4 eliminated.
And my team clutches up.
Clutched up.
So very clutch interrogation there from my teammate Caveira. And we're still in this game.
Clutch interrogation.
So we're back on defense, obviously, because overtime has just begun. It's these little mistakes that are catching me off guard and really taking me out of the match. And it's all about correcting them. Rainbow Six Siege is all about just not making any mistakes. You have to be 2 steps ahead of your opponent. Or more at all times.
Alright, don't scan on my Valkyrie cams. Just to move.
So I'm switching off of Ella here just because I know that there's multiple angles that the enemy can come from, especially if we're going to be downstairs, which I believe we are in this round.
Barricade the room.
Yes, we're in archives.
Biohazard container.
So as I expected, I'm just going to throw a bunch of cameras in the places where I think the enemy might come from.
New camera feed up and running.
You know, not the greatest Valk cam locations. I'm not a pro Valk or anything.
Op 4 located
But just
biohazard
putting them in
container.
areas where I think I could catch them off guard.
New feed active.
So 2 drones end up spotting me in this exact position, so I decide not to put the camera
10 seconds to insertion.
where I was going to put it, which is on the fan, and decide to put it in
Camera
kitchen.
position.
5 seconds left.
This may have been a mistake, but the attackers definitely knew I was putting the camera there, so.
Protect the biohazard container at all costs.
Activate camera.
Gotta love the view. Planting C4. Ready.
Where at?
Front door. There's 2.
So once again, Soup, my teammate, goes down very early in the match, and we are already down 1 man. So that's a very fantastic start.
One in kitchen right now. 2 in kitchen right now.
Luckily, my Valk cam is in a very good position, however, it was exposed, very easy to find, but I do know they're in kitchen.
You have been exposed.
So, I'm getting tracked by Jackal, and that's fantastic.
You have been identified.
So I know they know where I am, and I just try to see if I can catch someone off guard. But they know exactly where I am, and Hibana is able to easily pre-fire me. So my mistake there, just not staying hidden when I'm being tracked by Jackal. I don't know what I was thinking peeking there. They know exactly where I
Op 4 is
was.
securing the biohazard container. Stop the hostiles from securing the biohazard
And
container.
after that, it was an onslaught. Everybody died in objective, and Kaveri is the only one to save the day. And she really has no chance.
Mission failed. All friendlies were eliminated.
So now, it's match point. And I'm starting to lose hope here. Our teammates are dying very easily. I'm making crucial mistakes to where I can't stay alive. And it's just multiple mistakes are costing our team rounds. Not to mention the Hibana / Jaeger being a very good player.
You need to locate the biohazard container.
It's alright, guys.
So, same spot as last time.
Good work.
My plan,
Biohazard
to
container
breach
has been
garage.
located. 10 seconds.
Didn't look like they reinforced it at all.
Reinforced garage, so I'm gonna go there.
5 seconds.
I noticed they didn't reinforce anything in the garage, so I'm going straight through the garage. I tried to catch an opponent off guard here by rushing to the right side of the van. Nothing comes from it though.
Drone activated.
I managed to clear out kitchen. And look who dies first, guys. Yep, Jaeger once again gets a hold of our Dokebi, who goes down very quickly. Now, the camera spots me in garage. I take it out, and here's my mistake. I'm trying to see if I can pick somebody off here with the quick peek. I decided to pull out my drone. So, this is where I die.
See you on the other side.
Oh.
Jaeger comes up
he's in
right
garage,
behind
exit
me,
stairs.
through exit stairs. He spotted me on the camera, quietly walked down the stairs and killed me. I should have been in a more secure location where I knew nobody would peek me while I was droning. So, big takeaway from this round, don't drone in an open when you're sitting in an open area. You can be killed very easily. You're extremely
Jaeger's
vulnerable.
the last one's left.
So now it's down to a 2v2. It's all up to my teammates.
Op 4 last stop standing. Hostile activity. Neutralize the threat.
So it's 2v1.
Stop securing the container.
Behind the riot shield.
One of my teammates goes
on the
down.
platform in our
I know
case.
exactly where the enemy is, so I call it out. 20 seconds for Jackal to get in there. I've called out his exact location. He could just walk right through the hole. I don't know what he decided to do here, but he decides to just run around,
Seconds remaining.
and now he's forced to go through this barricade. Echo's gonna know exactly where he is, and he starts spraying
Op 4 eliminated.
nowhere near the direction of the opponent. So I'm just going to say that my teammate really cost us the round there, even though I did make a crucial mistake. I gave
Told him
them...
exactly where he was, but I guess I'm just gonna have to play through that, man. Made a lot of mistakes.
So,
Made a lot of mistakes.
obviously, a lot of mistakes that need to be worked on. And we'll just get better every game. I'm going to be posting every game that I play from starting now. Even if we lose, even if I have a terrible game, I want to improve. So I'm going to post every game that I play in Ranked, in White Noise, the new season, the end of 2017, guys. I hope you got some helpful tips out of this, or possibly learned something while you were watching this. I know I have a lot of things to learn, so watching through this and watching it together with you guys really just brings those mistakes and just puts them in front of my eyes, and I can understand those mistakes and then not make them in the future. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back with the next episode of Ranked very, very soon. I'll see you guys later.